And we are live.
Let's go.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Bring the energy. It's the Lit Stream. How we doing? I'm Crunk Chocolate. We got the Lando Tom Bomb Show Bros. How's it going?
Man, this week has been very cold, but also
Yes.
very great in a lot of ways. Kind of got hired on the spot at a job.
Hey.
Been working there for 3 days.
Oh, already?
Yes.
Dang.
Yes.
Dang.
Get it going. Get it going. Congrats. Get it going.
Talked to the lady, and she was like, you're just doing such a good job here. I know that we had agreed upon this rate, but we're gonna go ahead and bump up that rate. And I was like, girl, I've been working here for 3 days.
Let's go.
Hold on.
Won't
Wait a
he
minute.
do it? Won't he do it?
Won't he will? Won't he will? Won't he will?
Bombs.
Oh,
Bombazos. Keep it going, Tom boy. I love it.
I just sometimes you're in the right place at the right time because of some other times that you were in the right place at the right time, and you just make that all connect and keep pushing forward and hope it all works out.
Bravo, Papa. Bravo.
Well, I also shout out to everybody
Congrats.
who's watching. Say hello in the group chat, in the chats in here. Let us know how you're doing, how your day's been. Let us know how it is doing. We don't call you guys Shady Gang for a reason. We're a community.
Mm-hmm.
We're in this together.
Mm-hmm.
We're all living. Lando, how are things with you? I mean, you hopped on, then you disappeared, and I was like, oh, he's probably making his Celsius drink to get in his litness of mentality. Was I right?
Spot on, my guy. You know me well. You know me well. And to your point about getting into the comments and getting in here and showing some love, Fan 911 in here. We got Woosie in here. DT3, Fan 945. Let's get it, boys. Love to see y'all. Love to appreciate y'all for coming in. Tap in, comment, good, bad. We love to have it. Let's go. I'm Liddy.
Great show.
Probably got to pick another.
We got Hollywood Kippax. We got George Aldapa, a bit of banter on the homies, and then we got City Refs. I'm super excited to connect with them because, well, I'm just a Cardinals fan, so I enjoy the city, and the homie Musa, he says glowing things about you guys, so I'm very much looking forward to meeting them. But I actually kind of want to start. Actually, I'm gonna start here. Chicago Red Stars. Your supporters. Not the club. The club is just being itself and existing and trying to survive. But you, Chicago Fires, especially since I have half of you here.
All right, Black Fires. All right, Black Fires. Black Fires, y'all about to catch some strays. And they're not strays. They're not strays.
This is direct. I'm
hella direct.
We already know.
Yeah. Leave our bunny alone. The league is too broke to be breaking records for what you're going to have to do for us. It's just plain and simple. Hopes and dreams ain't gonna get it. It's just and even if you pay the transfer fee, Chicago, they're gonna be paying, the Red Stars gonna be paying that money. They're gonna be paying that money weekly.
The Reds, they probably have the money. I'm not that Ricketts
I
lady.
know that the owner.
Sarah Spain gonna have to tap in a bit. You feel me?
Yeah, that Ricketts lady, she got money. I'll give her that. She got money, but first of all, $500,000. That is the maximum transfer fee that the league can pay for a player from another league. And we know that Khadijah Bunny Shaw is under contract with Manchester City through 2026. So that
I'm just gonna send her a screenshot of the temperature right now in Chicago. That's all you gotta do. Send her a screenshot right now of the temperature of Chicago. She's fine.
Bunny has adjusted to the rain. And maybe a light dusting of snow. Now you're going to try and get Bunny to go play where it's 17 feet of snow and it's -5. That's bullshit.
Not
Can't do
even.
that to my striker.
Not even. I would love for her to take the ability of walking down Midtown, facing a skyscraper with winds cutting at 15 degrees and face that head on. You ever stand by a skyscraper and get hit by wind?
You
That
think you
shit
will die.
hits.
You just walk and get past that skyscraper and just get whacked in the just the funnel of wind.
It
Like
cuts,
feel,
bro.
you feel that, like, especially in that city, you definitely feel the jet stream as soon as you walk. Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and go east and west on this, or I'm gonna go ahead and get east and go closer towards the lake, and all of a sudden you hit that north southbound street, and woof, oh god, you're at the corner. Like, shit, let me hold on
and
to the
also
pole.
it's just like, is she even gonna stay in Chicago? And could you imagine Bunny in any of the suburban area of Chicago
At a
It's
Bears
just
game?
Well, like
At a Bears game? Soldier Field?
like I'm just saying, like I love your hopes, I love the dreams, I love it. That's all I like. I don't want to I want to separate those things, but like after that, I'm just like, y'all need to chill. And I'm sorry. We need to get our first guest in. But I'm not backing down. I'm coming at you guys.
I have a question for you, Crunk. I'm curious. Do you think Bunny is a Cubs or a White Sox fan? Which team do you think she would choose?
That's hilarious. Obviously the White Sox. Obviously. Yeah.
See, and that's so funny because I would also say that she's a White Sox fan, but I think that, like, our reasons for her being a White Sox fan are very different.
Yeah. We'll talk about that off. Because I actually do want to know that. Well, our first guest, Hollywood Kippax, a most dope city show podcast. They do a lot of live streams, watch alongs. They had me on actually for it was before the Club World Cup. Yes, everything blurs together. And so we chatted about the Club World Cup. They're great people, super fun, relax. They're starting to they make music, so they're very interesting. Like, that's showing up on their feeds now. He's Hollywood, he's got the hair, he's got the voice. What's about it?
All right. You guys are throwing out some wrong teams right now. And I know I'm Hollywood Kippax, but I'll say this. Go Cubs, go. Go Cubs, go. Hey,
Last
Chicago,
time I muted a
what do you
guest, I
say?
got in big trouble. But I really want to mute you right now.
I'm a
I
Cubs
remember
fan,
that.
and I'll say this, Crunk, and I guess this is supposed to be I don't know, banter, but it's really just a cell phone. I'm a Bears fan too, so
That's fair.
I'm starting to see. Well, yeah, because it's a one-sided rivalry. You guys own us in that rivalry, but I'm still I'm not Packers hate. You know what I'm saying? But I'll keep it civil for now.
I just put two and two together.
Yes.
Oh, I just put two and two together because Crunk's a Packers fan. I'm looking at it I'm just like, wait, your team? I'm like, I'm the Giants. What is he talking about? Oh, but Crunk is a Packers fan. I got you. My bad. Lit. My bad. Lit.
I'm just realizing what Chicago Manchester City beef is wild. It's just what?
What?
But Alex, I actually really want to start with your topic because it's one of your first topics is city players / Marvel characters. Sharpie and I, before, I don't even remember what match it was. Oh, I think it was some no name. I think it was Sheffield. Sorry, I shouldn't say no name, but it was some team that we weren't worried about, and we were so unbothered that we were like, all right, which Man City player is which Marvel character? And Rodri as Hulk, that was way too easy. That was the last one we did. But I actually want to hear your thoughts and everything because KDB, we were in between 3 or 4 people with him. So let's start with that. Who do you
I invented a superhero, and I wanted to pitch to you guys. And
You gonna get us
I
sued.
wanted to pitch to you
You had me
guys.
say Marvel, and now you're inventing superheroes.
Or make a lot of money off this character because just saying we can make a lot of money. Okay, this is
Copyright.
Hollywood. We make movie pitches, right? So I'm gonna set it up like this, right? In a world where city are overburdened by competitions.
Yes.
Oh my God, we're in the FA Cup this week and we have the Champions League next week. What are we gonna do? We have one man that can solve that problem. Sergio Gomez is FA Cup man. FA Cup man to the rescue. Sergio Gomez will play your competitions that don't matter at left back and maybe score a goal. In a world where there's too many competitions, Sergio Gomez is FA Cup man.
That maybe score a goal. Like I was
That's
like,
it.
I was like, yeah, but that's the wildest part. Like, it's probably true. He probably will score a goal from left back. Like,
Bro.
And he's a shooter. Shooters be shooting.
shoot.
Whoa.
FA Cup, man? That is fucking brilliant. That is brilliant.
Yeah,
man,
so that was my take on the Marvel thing. I mean, like, I really actually don't watch superhero movies, and like, I just saw that, and I just thought to myself, Sergio Gomez, FA Cup man, and it just clicked instantly. And so that was my take on that thing, and I had to vibe with the content you were throwing out there on IG. So I was like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So there might be an edit forthcoming on that anyhow. But yeah, that was what I had to respond to that with. I want to kind of come back to what the initial beef was when I came on. But like, I know one of the topics was, what team do you compare Man City to? And I was going to go on this thing about how Man City are similar to the Cubs because they had a Premier League, a championship drought for the longest time. You know what I mean?
They won 1 year, bro.
Yeah. 1 year. Okay, there wasn't a dynasty that followed it, you know what I'm saying? But like, I mean, trust me, dude, 108 years of pain, right? But I was going to also say this team because I actually don't like this team, and I'm from LA. The Dodgers are kind of becoming Man City, and that's kind of a negative thing because they're picking up players, and I'm sure they're going to be starting a dynasty here pretty quick with Shohei and whatnot. But yeah, Tom.
Halan is Otani.
I'm going to object on that based off of the Todd Bowley and Chelsea of it all. I don't like that.
That was the first thing that came to mind.
I don't like it either. That's why so I'm originally from Orange County, so I have more of a soft spot for the Angels, if anything. But the Dodgers, when I was growing up, they
don't
sucked.
spend the money.
And and now they're actually becoming a better team. And I never liked the Dodgers. Will not support the Dodgers, but they are becoming Man City-like. And I hate to say that because my team is Man City, but they're going to become a dominant team here, So, but yeah, I was making that comparison for City though. So it is what it is. One thing that we were also going to mention, because I saw Crunk was wearing his third kit, was that this is the worst year for third kits. And when I saw that, I was like, like third kits are supposed to be like your best kit, like your most stylish kit, like the kit that is like goes the hardest.
You go the most creative.
The most creative, and like those are supposed to be the best kits. But this year, so many teams did the third kits wrong, and I'll give some examples. Right, like I think the most notable one, Tottenham's third kit, the beige, is awful. Whoever made that kit should be banned from fashion forever. You know what I mean? From designing a kit ever. That shade of beige is awful. You look at Liverpool's third kits. Those suck. United's third kits, they're like white with that red devil. That's just the terrible kit. You know what I mean? I don't have to say more about here being on a City podcast, right? City's kit, though, the lightning bolts and stuff, it's a work of art, and I can appreciate it. And I would say it's an okay third kit. I don't have problems with our third kit, but just like there's so many examples to cite, but like, and then like one thing I was also going to say was that how this is not their third kit, but Arsenal put the gold piping on their kit this year because to celebrate the 20 years of what's it the Invincible season, but like it coincides with the year that they were winning the league for 93% of the season and they lost to Man City at the last moment. You know what I mean? And they put the gold on there so it looks like they won the league. Like I just thought that was super tacky, but that was me going off about kids. You know what I'm saying?
So agree.
Yeah.
It's a horrible year. Even if you extend this third kit to like La Liga and Serie A, I haven't seen that much Bundesliga or Leverkusen has a third dope, but I like their kind of like style. I so agree with you. It is a horrible year for third kits. I'm still hung up on FA Cup, man. I can't wait to smoke and think about just the adventures that could go on with FA Cup, man. Like,
oh man,
it's
DJ3,
marvelous.
How do you feel about
I'm
the
gonna
New Year
do.
kit?
Great
The
question.
New Year kit, I mean, I saw it briefly, and yeah, just it's a special kit. Just, I had no problems with it, but just like the fact that so many, it's just weird that how many teams this year got the third kit wrong this year. You know what I mean? Like the third kit, as we were just saying, is supposed to be the most stylish kit. And the most like uniquely crafted kit that's supposed to slap, but like so many kits this year, third kits of other teams just don't slap. Like they fall flat, and it's just like super boring, or like it's just like I think because my girlfriend's a Liverpool fan, I've been watching a lot of Liverpool games now, and like I saw their third kits on like New Year's Day, and I was just like, really, like green, like. Nah, that's not it. That sucks. And then like Tottenham when they played us last year, and it was that 3-3 game that was really crazy and up and down, and like they're wearing those beige kits, and like they somehow came back against us. It just makes me hate those kits even more. And it's just like those kits are so ugly, so ugly, dude. It
They look like the color of human skin.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know, but I have to say this though, that City's kits like last year I think peaked in my opinion. Like those kits were like classic, bringing back the retro, and those are the kits we won the treble with. Those kits were probably our peak, and this year is pretty good. And I'm seeing the kits for next year, and I'm just kind of like ho hum about it. It's just kind of like the color might have changed, but. It's just
I've just seen the home one. I've just seen like the blue with the white stripe. Yeah. That's the only one I've seen.
Yeah. Have you seen some other ones?
Like I saw a white kit that was kind of like interesting, but like from what it looks like is that we're doing from next year for the Man City kit. It's still a V-neck, and it has a different color. It's a different like color on the strap. I think that we have from this year, and with some different piping, but. I'm just kind of a little bit, like just ho-hum about it. It's not, and I'm just kind of like, damn, we really had like actually since like 2020, we've had a run of like really great kits. Like we did the Mosaic kit like in 2020, and then, like we've had a really good run of kits, and I'm like, damn, like we're kind of at the end of that run. Oh, my class lights turned off, but getting lit from the classroom, just FYI, but my lights just turned off. Need to make some. Oh, there you go.
Need to be more expressive.
Yeah.
Third kids suck. But saying that, Lando, I am going to make an edit for FA Cup Man, and then I might have to start doing some adventures of FA Cup Man, and
if there's a role or a character that I could play in FA Cup Man, if there's a nemesis or someone that can come on, I wholeheartedly mean it, man. Send me the script, any role that I can play. I would love to just be a part of this because FA Cup Man has a future in my eyes. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be long nights where I smoke bowls thinking of FA Cup Man, and you should know that now.
But no, I need to come up with a nemesis. And like the thing is though, is that like in the January window, I mean, two players I thought were going to leave were Calvin Phillips, which is not looking like he is going to leave, and Sergio Gomez might leave. So my
Some of
character
those
might be
teams.
gone before I even create him. But hopefully they stay in the window.
That could be the nemesis, Lone Man.
All right, yeah, that's it. But transfer man.
Transfer man.
Oh my god!
Wait, can Transfer Man just be Fabrizio Romano at this point? And like his special
My
power
God.
is like is the here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I know, and then
Hold on, but we have to change. What's his name? Fabrizio Fabano.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Fabano. Yeah, we can't use it because it's
Fabrizio
his
Fabano.
likeness.
You don't know who he is. He could be anybody.
Never heard of him.
Yeah,
Mm.
and his FA Cup man's kryptonite is a buyout clause. Oh no, buyout clause.
I like this. No, the nemesis is the impending injury crisis at the club. I mean, and that's why he needs to step up. And they're just like, Pep is just like, we need you, Sergio.
FA Cup
He
man.
does it. FA Cup man.
Wherever there's a competition that's not quite important, I will be there playing left back and maybe get a goal. Yeah, man.
It's gonna. See, look, this is building, and his genesis was when we got knocked out of the Carabao, because how did he become a superhero? So you got to figure out something happened there where something happened.
Oh my
Actually,
gosh!
let me get out of this.
So does this mean that FA Cup man will show up in the second leg of Copenhagen in the Champions League, because we'll be up 5-0 by then?
Yeah, they shine the light up on the thing, and it's like, and it's like the FA Cup trophy, and it's like or the what's it, the Champions League trophy, and then he's like, they need me to play today. I'm going to be playing with the academy players today too, so I get to mentor the youth, and have like a superhero academy of like youth players that like he mentors. You know what I mean? Like while he plays in competitions that are not that important to us, or our legs are not that important.
Oh my god, I love this so much. I am downloading the app and subscribing to this comic book immediately.
Oh man, I gotta do it now. I've been doing some edits today, and I'm sure you guys might have saw it, but we just came up with a new nickname for Oscar Bob. He's Cheddar Bob from 8 Mile. The Eminem's friend from 8 Mile is Cheddar Bob. And I just did an Eminem edit where he's in the rap battle.
That's not great though.
I need to see this.
Great.
This as it's been reworked through.
He did an 8 Mile thing. No, I shared it on our socials. It's great.
Did.
He did.
Hold on. I gotta go see
it's
Oscar
not
Bob.
But the person. Yes. Sorry.
It's Oscar Bob rap battling Bruno Fernandez, and he calls out his gang, and it's like the Man United players. It's not a well edited one, I would say.
But that's actually what makes it great. No, that's what makes it great. Like that's I feel like that's edits like that when it's just like the head and it's just like bopping on. I love that. I love those things. Those are the ones that I love the most. Like honestly, like it was great. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't share a lot of stuff on our social because we post a lot of our own stuff. Then it's like a lot. But I saw that and I was just like, I actually didn't even have to take 2 looks. I just instantly was just like, boom, sold. I'm in for this ride. Before we get you out of here, I do want a quick prediction on. I know it's a week from now, but the match against Tottenham, the FA Cup match.
Man,
how do you think it's gonna go?
To be honest, I've been saying that we need to break the Tottenham away curse, the curse of Tottenham away. And I've been saying it the last 2 times, and it hasn't come true. And I am not very optimistic about it, considering that we have won the treble, and FA Cup is not really that important in terms of like, we're trying to go for a championship and or the Champions League and the Premiership. But I still want us to stay in it. I will have to go with a 2-1 City. I think this has to be the time we do it, and that's more of a hopeful up prediction. But I don't know. I think this might be a job for FA Cup, man. Maybe.
Oh, it's definitely a job for FA Cup, man. I think so.
Yeah, and if he gets the go ahead goal on next Friday, oh my god, dude, that'd be insane.
Bro, trust me. I'm gonna lose it for
Sergio
you.
Gomez.
I'll tag. Well, trust me, we'll tag you. We'll be celebrating for you. Cameron, I see you. Yeah, there's always one person, right? But also, thanks for viewing. Don't leave. So, like, we love people of all clubs.
Wait, Cameron is in the chat?
Yeah, it says Cameron right here.
Yeah. He loves Big Ange.
Fan? Oh, that's
Sure
my
is.
twin brother.
Oh,
He's
shut
a
up!
twin brother?
My twin brother, dude. He's a Spurs fan. He's in the chat.
You have a twin brother? You buried the lead, my guy.
FA Cup man has been taking the time right now. But yes, I do. And Cameron is in the chat, and he's a Spurs fan. So if you ever want Spurs content, when City plays Spurs or whatever, he's your guy to have on the show. I believe he's also going on Bit of Banter. He's going on Bit of Banter next month because George is a Chelsea fan. So I think Spurs Chelsea's next month. So if you ever want him on the show, hit him up. Simply knows Cam. He's a good dude, very knowledgeable about Spurs, but this is about me now. Sorry. So and
Boom! Ain't that right? I love that. I love that. Plug your show. Let people know where they can find you, watch you guys, all that stuff before we get you out of here.
Yeah, so you can follow us at Hollywood Kippax, Kippax, across all social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and I forgot the other one. Space on it. Whatever. They're on all YouTube. Wherever. We're all there. Kippax. And I'm the co-host, Alex, and my other podcast partners, Will and Ipkiss. And we do live streams and podcast episodes weekly. So follow us there. We do focus a lot on IG. So the best way to experience us is on IG, but we are on other platforms as well. So. Yeah. But anyhow, guys, it's been really nice talking to you. Lando and Tom Bombs, nice to meet you guys.
Absolutely.
And,
Thank you so much for coming through.
And I see that you just subscribed, so cheers, Tom. And and I'll be I want to listen to what George has to say because there's some spiciness brewing. Anyhow, cheers, guys.
All right, see
Cheers.
you.
Thank you so much,
Cheers.
Alex. Appreciate you.
All right, well, we're just going to bring... Oh, hold on. What were you about to say, Lando?
I was just going to say, it should be noted, you should tap in. Sometimes they do a great job during the live stream on their Instagram during the game. They have a nice little setup. They have some beers. It's real chill. Sometimes I had a good little luck with them a couple times. We scored some goals while I was tapping into their live stream. So they're a good little live stream to tap into on their IG.
All right.
All right. George of Vito Banta. He is actually the last member of the show to get on. So we've hit the full house for Vito Banter. I know I swung, and it is what it is. It happened. That's why I was on here on live. It's a full house.
Shohei with the strikeout.
Ball sports. How's it going, George? How are you, homie?
What's going on, boys?
What's up, George?
Yeah, man. Alex, man, that's fucking funny.
He's a good time, man.
He's a good. Yeah, I actually met with him in person. I want to say it was maybe about a month ago when I went to go visit because I have my family that still is in California, and I went out there and met up with him. We did a little live thing together, and yeah, it was a good time. We had a great time. But Alex, I do apologize. I didn't hit you up this past weekend. Yeah, good. Actually, all three of them, Ipkiss and Will and Alex. Yeah, they're a good time.
Well, we're not talking about them. We're talking about you, George.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's chat. Who's the team that you root for? Why is the team that you root for? And tell us a little bit about Vito Banter.
Yeah, man. So George, we're out here in Arizona. I've been representing Chelsea for roughly probably the past few years. I had a good buddy of mine back when my coworkers, and he was a Chelsea fan before he left, and then he'd always shoot the shit with our coworkers. And they were Liverpool fans. There were some was Manchester United. There was no City fans. So I wanted to have like that, part of like that bantering stuff of like, fuck your team, our team, and let's go and all that stuff, right? So I kind of just stuck with them ever since. However, getting to know with Biddle Banter with my co-hosts Patrick and Greg. Shout out to both of you. I went on Patrick's podcast last year when it was Talk Man City, and we kind of shoot the shit with it, and then from there, we all kind of grouped up together and say, hey, you want to redo this with this podcast, redevelopment. So Talkman City, it stopped, and then we evolved a bit of banter. So Patrick represents City. Greg, our other co-host, he represents Brighton, which is he didn't know anything about European football or anything, and then he wanted to stick with Brighton. Fucking sucks though, because now they're doing better than Chelsea, but it is. I gotta hear from both of them, man. So getting shocked left and right, man. Can't catch a break. And then me, with Chelsea, I gotta hear all the damn time. But getting to know Patrick a lot more, and we'll talk City, we talk European, with Chelsea, Brighton. Man, I hate to admit this, man, but City is starting to fucking grow on me, and it's tough because like I don't know how to.
Háblame.
We gave you Cole Palmer.
Gave Palmer.
Yes.
And Roz. The first season of this show, Roz was one of our favorite players. We never stopped talking about Roz.
Yeah, it's man, it's really tough to not, experience it. I'm kind of speechless on it because just watching them play city-wise, especially with KDB back, it's just like, how do you say it? Like people who are just watching, getting into like the Premier League, and it's just like, how do you not appreciate City with arguably, like Patrick says and everyone says, the best team in the world right now, right? And it shows for it, and it's tough. But if they're not playing Chelsea, I'm gonna support them, man, 100%. So it's tough, and when Chelsea and City play, man, it's tough. I'm Alex is like almost there, like bringing me in. Patrick's bringing me in, because Chelsea, man, they're fucking depressing me, man. I gotta hear it all the damn time. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, there's a reason why I do a show with fellow City fans, because I just. At least, I think now mentally I'm at a point where I could do it with somebody else.
Nah.
No?
I love you. I love you, but like I don't. I think that if you had to get on once a week and talk about Man City or talk about the Premier League as a whole with a United fan and a Liverpool fan,
I think that'd be very entertaining. I think that'd be super entertaining, and I think that's probably why I want to do it.
We actually, Patrick was not available one time, and Greg wasn't available, and I had a Manchester United podcast on, and it was just me and him just kind of going at it, and obviously it wasn't City and United, right? So it was very interesting, and I know that Patrick and you guys will probably have a lot more to say. So it was.
Did you guys fight over Romelu Lukaku?
He loves us more.
He looked better in blue.
Oh shoot! Yeah, it's just a battle. Lando Chocolate and Thonbomb. It's tough to not appreciate KDB, Foden, Alvarez, fucking Ederson, Oscar Ball off the bench, Rico. Man, it's I don't know. It's greatness in the evolving. So I don't know. It's tough, honestly, if I can say that.
Yeah. Well,
You know what I mean? So
well, let's talk about Chelsea though, because you want to talk about one of your topics in there was like Poch's coaching ethics, and I'm very intrigued by what you mean by that.
yeah, man, it's just like the past few games. You know, we're sitting mid-table right now. I think we're sitting in 9th or 8th right now. It's just it's it's always tough to see of like how Poch like kind of lines them up and let them do their thing, but some of it just doesn't make sense to me. And either that or the players are just honestly just don't care and right now. And I don't know, but especially with Palmer though, it's awesome seeing him play because he's going 100 miles an hour. I believe we still need a solid striker. I'm still kind of iffy about Jackson right now as our striker.
No.
And then we got Broya as
He's so
our
unserious.
Mhm.
It's tough,
Sorry.
man.
So okay, let me ask you this as a Chelsea fan. Like, have you been able to like decipher what the plan is since Todd Bowley took over from Roman
That's a good question.
Abramovich? Like, because like from a fan, like from the outside looking in, like it just looks like Todd Bowley said, "Okay, I'm just gonna throw a whole lot of money and hope that shit sticks on somebody," and like it doesn't. It from the outside, it doesn't really appear that there is a plan. Like, have you been able to like maybe like distinguish or determine what the plan is?
It honestly, it's kind of like the same thing of how he's doing with the Dodgers, right? Buying all these players, they just spent kind of like Chelsea spent $1 billion in American dollars. But it's like it sounds like on the Dodgers side, it sounds like they're going all in to win the World Series. Bringing in that dude from Japan, can't pronounce his last name, and then you got Shohei coming in. That you can see progress. Now, Chelsea, on the other hand, I don't see. I can't see. I don't see Caicedo being 100 million pounds over. Enzo, yeah, getting there, but I don't see it, dude. I honestly don't see it right now. Kind of really focusing on the Carabao Cup, and that's the competition I believe we can win. We just had that hiccup last week against Middlesbrough, but then we're following up. I think it's Tuesday that's coming up at the Bridge with us. So we'll see, man. But his mentality and how he's focused with Chelsea, I don't see it, dude. It was bringing all these young talent and having not as much experience on this. It's frustrating, dude. Honestly, and especially because I gotta hear it from all the time. I gotta hear it all the time. You spend $1 billion, blah blah blah. It's fucking annoying, dude.
So like, is it one of those things where like you think like so? I see that Chris Vivell is the technical director. Typically in a technical director, is the guy who brings like says like these are the players that we are bringing in. Like, does it seem to you like Bowley's just saying like Vivell could have like scouted all of these a whole bunch of different players and was like, if we spend X amount of dollars for this player, X amount of pounds for this player, X pound, like we should be okay. And Bowley's just like, nah, fuck it, we're just gonna spend all the money.
What freaking sucks about it because there's no salary cap on that. They can just spend more and more money. And I know we have talked about this on our podcast before about possibly having some salary caps on these players and having really on that, because if you don't have a salary cap, I mean, you can have someone come out from Saudi Arabia and throw out some money, and those princes, dude, you know what I mean? They field off those oil money.
What do you mean? We can't be talking about that. Jordan Henderson just left for Ajax and said that he had never gotten paid the whole time that he was there.
Yeah, he didn't get paid nothing. Fugazi's out here.
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense on the Chelsea side to me. If I just point blanking on that, it's just
So, what are you proposing exactly by salary cap? What do you
Because
help us understand?
You got to work. You got to work. You got a lot of work to do because I do not like that idea.
It's I don't know, man. It's obviously you need to have a plan, right?
Yeah.
Make sure it makes sense. Talk to all the owners, right? If everything makes sense, it's probably gonna be unanimous saying no, right? But I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me how paying all these people money and just not showing it. I don't see it on the. I don't see.
I don't
it.
think unanimous. Actually, I think it'd be quite split. I think it'd be split.
Yeah,
I think it'd be split.
I agree with
I'm trying to see how far
interested
down.
to see how that would work.
Also, you should keep this in mind. You should keep this in mind. It has been noted through and I'll cite them. I really don't like to, but fuck it, I'll say it because this is where it's from. The Athletic noted that there's been a trend with some of the Premier League owners behind the scenes that they would admit they would like the American model. And I think I've said this to some of the guys on SOB, whether it's behind the scenes or actually on the pod before. They would actually like to be in an American model where they're guaranteed they don't get relegated. They're guaranteed to stay up. They just ball out every year. So I think Crunk's right. I think you'd be surprised at how much they would be open to a salary cap.
I always just said at the beginning of when we made SOB, that was when the Super League started becoming a thing, and I was the only one on the pod that was like, it's becoming a thing. It makes too much sense money. Obviously all this game playing that is happening by UEFA, I think if they don't adjust things and if they don't keep pushing people, I don't know. I just feel like these players, like if the players were smart and they teamed up with like Nike and Puma and Adidas and all them and just agreed to not play, but then do something funded by them or like do some kind of halt where they're not going to be playing the games, but they can still get paid by somebody because obviously everybody needs to make money, and I'm sure it would be super tough to figure it all out, but they need to figure out some way to unionize. And even if it just has to start with the top 5, top 6, and then you just slowly start getting the other leagues in. But these players need to figure out what to do because they're just being ran to the ground, and it's super tough. And the only reason why I say the shoes is because when these stars get hurt, you just sign them to these giant deals. Yeah. You can low-key be linked to the player being injured or you're not being able to use them. Yes, I don't want to give the refs any attention. They're just awful, and the English refs are okay with being awful because that's just who they are and what they are. Like, don't get me caught. Like, the FA is a whole separate. I hate the FA. It's just the whole FA in general, and just they are who they think they are. That's why Arsenal can't figure out how to win. That's why United can't. The teams that they want to win can't figure out to win because they can't catch up to the times. They don't know what it is to do what needs to be done in the footballing world in these times, and they're just trying to still hold on to their notes. They're still watching their videotapes. They won't let go of that VCR. And it's just like, bro,
VCR.
I can digitize these things, my boy. Like I can easily put this on something, and they're just like, no, it's different. I need it. I say this because it's my grandma. She has all these things. Like, she has them, and I'm like, I can go get you. I mean, I can just pull this up on like Netflix or something. And she's like, no, I want these things. These the same. It's just like, it's just all mess. Old people. Gotta love them.
It's going to be interesting. I mean, that would be dope if they can do that and just see how where everyone's at, right?
And I understand most people don't even like the idea of Super League. Well, I guess this current iteration of Super League that they have announced is like legitimate UEFA. See, and that's where they messed up because they should have stuck with trying to be this little bougie thing with their fancy clubs and maybe throw in a couple of like classic ones.
I think this was always my thing with the Super League. Like the biggest people that were pushing Super League was Barca because Barca
Spain,
was just,
Madrid.
Yes, and like those, like specifically Barca and Madrid and specifically Barca because like we know that they're broke, and Barca was like, this is going to be the only other lever that we can pull. So like I'm not saying that there are some instances when an idea itself is not bad, but the people by whom it is presented makes it bad.
Let me better your argument for you and not even attach it to money. Let me just attach it to the notion of greed. Florentino Perez is a co-creator. The owner of Madrid is a co-creator in the Super League. And he lacks no fucking money with dominating La Liga every year. But you know why he wants it? Because he's tired of sharing shit with fucking Getafe. He's tired of sharing shit with Las Palmas. That's what he's tired of doing. And at the end of the day, the greed and the selfishness is widely known. And that's why I think Europe has it right to where it's not going to happen. But I stand with Crunk that it's simple. Ain't no way anyone in my eyes should control how much someone spends on a club and how they do a payroll. You want to put 500 milli down on a club in a summer? By all means, have at it. We have two grade A examples right here of how one can do it the right way and one can do it the wrong way. So spend the fucking money, give the players what they want. The money ain't gonna solve it. Now, for those Everton and those smaller clubs that can't spend, feel that, but get your paper up. Get that bread. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, Everton's in trouble. They're definitely not getting their paper up. Everton actually might be done as a club. Like if I'm keeping it all the way real, especially with
if you look at what is happening with Reading, like that is a precursor to what could happen with Everton.
Yeah.
Like especially because it is being rumored already that they're going to be hit again next year. This whole aspect where teams that were affected by their position can sue, and if you do this now, potentially 2-3 years in a row, that's a lot of money. They're getting relegated. That's losing a lot of money. I don't know. It's like
that's crazy.
They need to get this 777 deal figured out very soon. It's all wild. Chelsea, so you guys are running it up on Middlesbrough, right?
Yep, we got it on Tuesday. Hopefully we need to rally up, piggyback, and let's get this dub. Get at home.
All right, cool.
So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm predicting. Hopefully I'm getting a dub on that 3-0. So we'll see.
Plug yourself. Plug Bit O Banter. All those fun teams.
Yeah, for sure. So you can find us at Bit O Banter Pod across all socials. We're on X, Instagram, TikTok, all the socials and all that stuff. YouTube. We're on Spotify. Apple Podcasts. We do host on Sunday evenings, and again, George. I have two co-hosts, which is Patrick and Greg. Patrick is our city. Greg is Brighton, and I'm Chelsea. Also with City as well, like representing them as well. So just like to watch. I like to watch all the games, so it's good. It's good for me.
Oh yeah,
respect. All right, well, homie, you have a good rest of your night.
Hey guys, thanks again, man. Talk to you guys later.
Appreciate you, George.
All right, and we'll get you on. Your homie, he dropped out a little bit ago.
Oh, he is sitting in the parking lot of B-Dubs right now. He's in his car.
Yeah, I know. I saw he was on, but then he dropped out. There he is. Got him.
Go.
We got the city.
Okay. Was it me talking about PG Mole? Oh, okay.
Hey, ask him what flavor wings he got.
Yes, that's a real question. But please introduce yourselves, since technically you're fans right on here, so we can get names also.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, well we are fans first of all. That's why we're listed that way. But I'm Mondo from City Refs. I'm one of the hosts. We mainly do St. Louis City MLS club, but I am a Man City fan. But we'll get to that in a little bit.
Oh, nice.
And I'm Danny. I go by Varsity Dan. And I haven't really been following too much soccer lately, but just MLS for the most part. I don't really have a European team. I do follow a lot of the U.S. men's national team, though.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
about it.
Before another word is uttered, Crunk, me, and Tom when he gets back in here. And I don't know if you know yet, so you can get in there if you want to, 745. But let me get it out there now. I'm going mango habanero minus 200.
I don't
Crunk?
think this guy ordered yet.
All right.
He seems like
I do love some
classic,
mango
just like
habanero,
buffalo
but
wings.
I actually go on barbecue today. But I
I
do
was
love
gonna
the
say
mango
barbecue,
habanero.
bro. I was
I do
gonna say
go.
barbecue. Oh.
Okay, so how do you guys know each other? How did the show get together?
Yeah, so I mean, we've been friends for a long time. We actually played soccer together. We still can't remember when. It was like 5th, 6th grade or something like that. And then we kind of like he moved out of town and kind of did his own thing. And then I got into fishing during COVID, and so I hit him up because he had all the good fishing spots. And then so we started hanging out again, and then we started golfing. And then when STL City started their season, I was like, hey, you want to go to the home opener? And then boom, just like we just kept getting these stories, like meeting players and stuff like that, which I have a crazy story about Akil Watts. But I was like, man, we should start a podcast, start sharing these stories, and then just took off from there.
I love
Yep,
it.
pretty much.
So are you guys refs on the side? Like where
Nah,
did
yeah,
just where
we've never refed a game in our life. Yeah, I should have probably said that too. So,
No, I
so-
love it. No, I love it. I don't care.
Yeah, so the first game, we're just we were front row of the
Okay.
sports section, so we started
Oh,
yelling
no,
at players,
no,
giving them red cards.
I care. I care.
Yeah, so we started yelling at players, giving them red cards and stuff. And then one week I was like, man, let's go all out. Let's get like real red cards, real yellow cards, and like let's dress the part. And we showed up to the first game. People were loving it, man. Especially when we were drinking beers. They're like, you spot the ref? I was like, yeah.
Yeah, there's a really crazy story. During one of the games, there was a really long extended weather delay. So they put everybody. There was like a tornado warning, so they took everybody out of the stands, and we were in the concourse for like an hour or more.
Yeah, it
And
was more.
we were getting hungry, so Mondo goes up to the little pizzeria, but they had closed. They weren't selling anything to the regular public. But they end up thinking he was a ref, so they took him to the back of the pizzeria. It was wild.
Oh
Yeah,
they
so-
gave me like 3 slices. I was passing them out.
Wait, but was it
A legend.
was it Emo's Pizza though?
It was not
No.
Nemo's Pizza. Yeah, I still don't know the name of that pizza place.
I think it was Dewey's.
Dewey's.
Okay,
All right.
all right.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh,
called
man.
Dewey's.
Yeah.
Free pizza
Yeah.
will let you get away with it being called Dewey's.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
great. Okay, so I'm just very stuck on this. Let's. I don't want to get to the Akil. Let's putter around a little bit because I do want to talk about your club, St. Louis City, especially because your club pushes a saying about soccer and St. Louis.
Oh
and
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
if you get what I'm saying.
I hear you.
How, and I don't even want to dig into if it's true or whatever, if it's not, as a new football club, and then also that moniker being used,
Yeah.
that just gives other clubs, especially like your rivals KC, like reason to come at you guys and hate on you guys. How was, I guess, that experience like handling that? Because I get why you say that from like a marketing standpoint, and you're trying to like, well, we got history, but like as the fans, you don't really
Yeah.
get any say in that. You just get the brunt of it.
Yeah. So I see the KC current shirt over there. He's like, what are they gonna say? But no, man. So we had my buddy Eric. He's an athletic trainer for Sporting KC, and he gave me like a very good explanation. He's like, Sporting KC did a lot for the MLS, when the league first started. He's like, but St. Louis has a lot of history, like not the club itself, but St. Louis has a lot of, soccer history. We're still learning it, so we got like on board with Ambush, and there's still a lot we're learning. So, I don't want to speak too much on it because we're actually trying to work something out between STL and KC right now. So I'm not trying to get into the weeds, but
Yes.
you know,
No, we're not trying to start trouble.
no.
Yeah.
But I respect what both cities have done, and you know, that's all I'm gonna say.
No, I'm
I
currently. Oh, go ahead.
I apologize. I honestly didn't know before this all came up with the new club. I didn't know that we were considered or potentially considered the soccer capital of, you know, the U.S., I guess.
Yeah.
So that was news to me.
I mean, as some like my mom's from St. Louis, so like and like I have a whole bunch of uncles that actually coached high school ball in St. Louis. So like I know that like to your point, like there's a very rich history of like lower level soccer that St. Louis does provide. Like it is definitely part of like the U.S. soccer culture, like fabric of it, but like it's not like to your earlier point, like Sporting Kansas City or Kansas City Wizards or Kansas City.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, what happened? There he is.
Yeah, there I am. Okay. Really did do a lot for the growth of the league as a whole. I currently cannot say that now since they have decided to hire somebody who enables abuse, which is why I wore the Kansas City Current pullover, and I have put all of that Sporting Kansas City gear aside. So, yeah.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Yeah, it's rather unfortunate situation they got going on over there, but hopefully that gets resolved.
Yeah.
You know what? Like it was actually on the local news here in Kansas City, like a story on it, and like because what they told the supporters, what they told like the two major supporter groups is that they were gonna do a Q&A with Gavin Wilkinson and those supporters groups, but it's like to be determined when that Q&A is gonna be. So it seems very apparent that like people are thinking like, oh well, or at least the powers that be in Sporting Kansas City is like, oh well, we can do this like in April or May, and all of this will die down. And like I'm looking at like all of like if you look at like what ladies of SKC are doing, what the homie Kevin Chino is doing, like is saying like I'm not doing these streams anymore, like on Sporting Kansas City, like the ladies of SKC saying like we will not be there, like like the Magic Johnson meme, like I ain't gonna be there. Like so I would think that like the amount of pressure that the club is experiencing, I would hope that they would reverse course, but I don't know. I can't.
Yeah.
Like as someone who went to high school with Mike Illig, he's not necessarily the sharpest, and he never was, and he's got a bit of a mean streak to him. So yeah.
We'll keep it moving though. We'll keep it moving because I want to talk about because I'm intrigued by this fantasy Premier League because there are so many people who love it, but I am notoriously horrendous at it, and I retired. But I think I'm gonna bring it back next year because I think we're gonna do an SOB one.
Hey.
So, I would like to hear your thoughts on it, and specifically why Halan and KDB.
So what's crazy? So like me and 3 other buddies, maybe we need to get Daniel involved eventually, but we travel to a different MLS stadium like every year. And so we kept coming up with these bets, like loser has to buy the bottle of tequila for the trip, right? So then we decided, let's just run a fantasy Premier League, and then the loser of that has to buy the tequila. So we started doing that, and I think this is our 5th year doing it. And there's only 4 of us, so we all got stacked teams, but so it's been wild. But I wanted to bring it up to you guys because last year, my buddy J-Rod, he had the first pick, I had the second pick. Holland, just came into the league, and he picked Salah over Holland. I was like, bro, you're going to leave him for me? I'm like, all right. So I picked up Holland, and he just went off. Obviously, I won the whole thing, but it was crazy. Man. Like, would you, obviously, like, I don't know if you'd pick, fan favorite, would you take Holland?
No, I would have 1,000% would have taken Halan. Yeah.
I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I have a thing about not picking my own players when it comes to this and showing any sort of bias. In fact, I would have made the mistake your friend
For
made.
fantasy league, that's the
100%.
premise of fantasy league is bias.
I know, but what I don't want is me to depend on my own team.
That's also why I stopped doing it.
I can't do that. Like, it's one thing for like to love them, but then to like also be pissed because like they lost me on some shit. Like I don't. It's another level. But I would have made the same mistake your friend. I would have gone with the known, 20 goal, 7-8 goals assist or 7-8 assist kind of guy in Salah. But that's just me.
Yeah, it didn't work out. And then this year he had the first pick, and he didn't make the same mistake. He picked Holland like right away, and then I was like, damn. I was like, yeah, no. At first, I was like, damn. And I picked KDB because I was fourth pick. I picked KDB. I forget who else I picked, but I mean, he left me with 1.4 points first game, and then he's been out. Luckily, he just came back though.
Yeah.
But,
how many people are in your league? 4?
Nice.
Yeah, there's only 4 of us.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, but what's crazy is I was like, all right, KDB's back. I'm putting him in. And then I forgot to check the lineup, like, because I think the game was like really early or something. And it was like 11. I don't know. But I left him in. I didn't check, and he wasn't starting. So I was like, dang. But then he came on, goal, assist, came back crazy.
Hit those numbers. Yeah.
Oh, man, I love it. Yes. Now I'm actually very excited about this Akil Watt story.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So they played Bayern Leverkusen, what was it, 2 Novembers ago, Daniel? What was that? Like right before the inaugural season start.
Yeah.
So I was there freezing cold, and, I've never gotten a jersey before, but like Akil Watt starts walking up, and I'm like, hey, bro, let me get the jersey. And he points at me. He's like, all right, I got you. Comes over, hands me the jersey, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And this was before he even had an MLS contract. He wasn't signed to the first team. And so, I was like, dude, this is crazy. And then I messaged him on Instagram. I was like, because I always carry a marker with me to, for the players to sign it. Didn't have it. So I messaged him on Instagram. I was like, bro, like, what are the chances, you come back to the home game and sign it? He's like, if you come back to the home game, he's like, or the home opener, he's like, I got you. I'll sign it. And that was like months later. Home opener, picks me out of the crowd, comes over, signs the jersey for me, and now it's hanging up there on my wall.
Hell yeah.
It's dope.
Hell yeah.
Man. Legend, dude.
Wait,
legend.
is that a picture? Is that a picture of him signing it, like within it?
That picture was a different time because he came up. That's another story. Like they had a jersey signed by the whole team, and he came back and gave it to me. And so he was reaching over into the stands and was handing it to me, and someone got a good picture. So then I printed that out, and he signed that for me too.
That's dope.
That's dope.
Back to that, when he got that jersey, we got to talk. We really got to know some of the other players on the City 2 team, and one of them, his name's Ezra, super cool guy. Unfortunately, he left the team this year, but he told us the whole time as soon as that Leverkusen game was done, he wanted to go get was it Hudson-Odoi? He was playing for Bayern Leverkusen, and he wanted to get his
because he played for
jersey.
Chelsea. Yeah, because Ezra's a Chelsea fan.
So they exchanged jerseys, and Mondo got Akil Watts, so he kind of lost that deal.
I still got to give Akil a signed referee jersey, bro.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
I need that.
That's dope.
Oh, and I was also what I enjoy your guys' social media. This is what I'm so jealous. I live in nowhere near any club, in even like a minor league. But I was watching the like dribble skills, you guys on the pitch and dribbling around and having a good time, and it's just like you guys are all right. I really enjoy your energy.
Thank you.
I do. I enjoy your energy. It's you're fun people to root for.
I can't let y'all go before asking y'all the St. Louis question. Where'd y'all go to high school?
Well, we're from the Illinois side, so we're not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Metro St. Louis area, East St. Louis.
Got you. Okay.
We're part of Illinois.
Yeah.
Collinsville.
So
we both went to Collinsville. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like right in the shadow of the arch. We're like I'm 6 miles away from downtown on the Illinois side. I live in Granite City, but grew up in Fairmont City, which is even closer. That's like 3 miles across the river, not even. and then Mondo grew up just a town over in Collinsville. So it's all
Dope,
part of the
dope.
metro area, but
Right.
technically
Yep.
in
No,
Illinois.
I know where y'all are.
Yep.
Still.
Well, please plug yourselves. Let people know where they can find you, how they can find you, see you, listen, all whatever you do.
Yeah, so if you guys want to listen to our podcast, it's the City Refs, the unofficial officials on YouTube. We're trying to catch up to Spotify and the Apple podcast, but the playlist is still lagging there. So the best place is definitely YouTube. And then to follow us on social media, go ahead and follow us on Facebook and on Instagram at City Refs.
Oh yeah.
Love that.
Oh, Twitter too. We got Twitter now, or X.
Yeah, Twitter. Yeah, TikTok. We got everything right now. But hey, I want to say I appreciate it, boys. Thanks for having us on. I mean, you guys are great too. We'll definitely have to collaborate again in the near future, man.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Anytime.
100%.
And I got to pick a European team at some point, or
Yeah,
EPL
that's
team.
his homework for the next pod.
Hey, I mean, if you
I think
ever need,
I'm leaning
someone to
towards
chat
Fulham,
with-
to be honest.
oh, I like that.
Just because of the U.S. men's national team guys that are there with Reem, who is a St. Louis native, and
Robinson.
then Robinson. Yeah, so that's just kind of my connection to that.
I need you need to get in my DMs. We need to link up. I need to make a strong argument as to why you need to not pick Fulham.
Well, look,
You need to give me an opportunity.
the thing is, I love Manchester City, like watching them and everything. You know, obviously with like Julian Alvarez and some of those great players on there, KDB, Holland, all those guys. But I feel like I'm jumping on a bandwagon if I pick them.
What if I told you? What if I told you that I'm not necessarily presenting the argument that it's for City? What if I just told you I'm presenting an argument that is anybody but United?
Just okay.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I'll be reaching out.
Yeah, he said buy him dinner first, and we'll talk.
Oh man. Yeah.
Tuesdays at Buffalo Wild Wings.
There you go.
But they're on me,
Yeah.
All right, guys.
My
you
wings
have a
probably
good
getting
night.
cold. I'm gonna.
Yes.
Yeah, you better hurry up.
See ya.
Oh,
See you
man.
guys.
All right, appreciate it.
Oh
Thank
man,
you.
I appreciate you guys. Love the energy. Love the podcast, and hopefully we'll be back on here, man.
For certain.
No
definitely.
doubt.
Yeah,
Likewise.
See ya.
All right.
Oh man. What a day, what a day. Hollywood Kippax, George Aldapa, and City Refs. We greatly appreciate you. I am Crunk Chocolate. This is Lando. Tom Bomb. There we go. We are Shades of Blue. Shout out to everybody on FanFest Live. Shout out to everybody on YouTube, on Twitter, who has enjoyed. All you people enjoying this on the replay, I love you. I see you. Appreciate
Y'all
you.
the real MVPs.
Hey.
Real ones.
You
Real ones.
know the vibes. Shady gang. Shady gang. Shady gang.
FA Cup man.